So, all right. Just came home. Mad fucking tired. It's cold outside, yo. My eyes are getting it right now. I wish I could tell you it's because I'm high off weed, but I'm sober as fuck. It's cold outside. My eyes are irritated. Honestly, okay, let me just keep it real about you, about something that I saw on Terry Duran's page. I love his page. Because it's not really biased, it's logical, and there's a lot of reason. Well, anyways, there's a post on there that he just recently did, like about a video where a woman was in front of a class of what it looks like, or what I would think is all women, because of what she was talking about. And she was saying things that a lot of women like to tell other women, but it's not true, and it's not logical. It's not rational, and their reasoning is all wrong. So, okay, what am I talking about? She was in front of the room, like saying, if a man really wants you, he'll do everything to keep you, no matter what you do. No matter what your view is on relationships, no matter what your view is on life, your perception, no matter what you do or say. And you know what? That is so wrong. That is so wrong. That's not true. I know ladies like to hear cliche shit, and you know what? It's sad, but it's true. Girls like to hear cliche shit, you know, like, oh, girl, he just didn't see your worth. Oh, he just didn't see that. Everything is the man. And then you create this tribe of women who hate men. Or if you don't hate men, you certainly either act like it or your perception is flawed by it, because you believe in these cliches that cause you to never look in the mirror and see what the fuck did you do to chase that man away, or what the fuck did you do? Like, there's no... I wish intelligence was in style, was a fat or whatever, because it would cause at least more of us to look in the fucking mirror and see what the fuck we're doing. Because honestly, women need to hear this. No matter how childish a guy is, usually as he grows into a man, they have, like, no matter how much of it they have some sort of logic and reasoning somewhere. For, you know, I can't speak for most men, but, you know, they have it, you know, in there, whether they tapped into it or not. Women were more emotional, okay? We gotta look in the mirror a lot more and get the fuck out of our feelings for a minute and observe them rather than being one with them, okay? Because us women, with the hormones and the emotions and all this and that and the third that we gotta deal with, okay? We gotta separate ourselves, or learn to separate ourselves, and observe our thoughts and emotions, instead of riding with it, just assuming that we're right, just so we don't have to look in the mirror and correct our own shit. So we go and we blame the man. Like, what kind of fucking bullshit is that? If a man wants to stay with you, he will. But don't think that your actions and your feelings and the way you express yourself and your perception does not have an effect on this man. Okay? I've had a perfectly good guy in the past leave because I was not ready to be in a relationship. Now, am I going to go and tell every girl that he didn't see my worth, that he didn't see this, that, and the third, that it was all him? Absolutely not. Because I know where I fell short. And it was because I didn't love myself. I didn't respect myself enough back then. And I didn't see my worth. He saw it. I didn't. Okay? But for him to stay around, it would have tore him and his whole world apart, because I was making reckless decisions. Okay? So, ladies, before you go around telling other girls or even yourself that it's all the man's fault, look at your fucking self, okay? And I say this out of love. I say this out of love because, ladies, come on, I'm trying to fucking help you here. Like, It'll change your life and the way you look at life and the way you look at yourself and men and other women. It'll change your whole life. If you would just look in the mirror first, when something goes wrong or right, look in the mirror first and observe what the fuck did you do to help create whatever the fuck is going on. Because perception is 9/10 reality. So no matter what anyone else is doing around you, if you perceive something a certain way, then you're going to create whatever it is that perception is. Okay? So you may actually have a good man. Okay? He may, I'll throw scenarios out there, for example. If let's say he don't want to go nowhere. But he's a good man, but he just don't like to go out as much as you do. But then your perception, you're going to think that he has to. And then there you go, you lost a man. And then what are you going to do? Say he didn't see your worth? He didn't want to go nowhere? You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just a mild situation. I know other people are going through more serious shit. Like, you got to honestly, like, what I'm trying to really say here is observe yourself. Ladies, stop blaming men, okay? Stop it. It's not all their fault. Don't sit here and bullshit with me. I've been through so many relationships. It's not even funny. It's not always the man's fault. It's both of your faults, okay? You are in that equation. The man doesn't just completely decide the fate of the relationship and you just sit there like a rock, okay? You chose. You make decisions every day. Okay, like you made a decision to be with that dude. You made a decision to move in with him. You made a decision to be with him. You made a decision to deal with his whatever he's got. Because we all got shit. Even you do, okay? And I'm pretty sure he chose to deal with it too. You're probably a fucking pain in the ass, but he loved you. So we all choose, okay? No one's a victim of shit. I don't want to hear it. And I used to have the victim mentality, okay? So I understand it. Okay, and then I started reading psychology and started seeing that the victim mentality actually doesn't make any sense. Okay, I saw the psychology behind it, the reasoning into why they do it, and the reasoning is very poor. There's no self-observation in that mentality, so that means there's no growth. You just stay in this one little comfort zone of no growth. You're in a little box of just blaming everyone else for everything and giving up all the power of you realizing that you really are creating all the scenarios in your life, okay? It's you that allows shit or not allows shit. And in order to realize that, it's something called self-awareness and self-observation, okay? And part of that is being accountable for your own bullshit. No woman can sit here and say that she loves herself but not hold herself accountable for the bullshit that she does, because by holding yourself accountable, that's how you grow. And if you love something, don't you want it to grow? You don't just see your kids. For those of you who got kids, if you love them, don't you want to see them grow? Don't you want to see better for them, going down a good path? So don't you want that for you? Don't you want it for you? Because if so, then how do you love yourself? Water yourself every day like a plant and see it grow and flourish. Part of that water is self-awareness. Without self-awareness, you can't do shit. You give up all power of your own life, your own creative power to create the very own life that you want. You give it up every time you say this was someone else's fault. You gotta, anytime something happens, you gotta look at yourself and be like, yo, what the fuck did I do? And really go back and observe your thoughts. Observe your thoughts. Observe your thought patterns. Why they are the way they are. Be inquisitive about yourself. Dig deep. Get in there, man. Fucking roll your sleeves up and get in there and be like, yo, what are my thoughts? What are my thought patterns? What were my feelings of those thoughts? Why did those feelings happen with those thoughts? How did that help create the action that came, or the words that came out to affect the reality that's here, that help determine the next course of what the fuck is going to happen during the day, month, year, life? You gotta fucking get a hold of yourself, especially ladies, yo. We are the creators of life, but yet there's a lot of us that have a victim mentality. Don't you see something wrong with that? How do you have the power to create life, but not realize you create your own life. That was deep. Come on, girls. Wake